Hello everyone. And welcome to the first OC Hunger Games simulator run. Today I have gathered 36 of me and my friends beloved OCS to partake in the grueling battle that is the Hunger Games. This video idea is heavily inspired by Major Sullivan's DRA SDRA 2 Hunger Games simulator videos. Anyways, grab a drink, sit back, relax, and get ready for some dumb shit. Full of references and jokes that no one is gonna get, as I can't be bothered to explain the OC lore that me and my friends have made. Now, before we get started, let's go over the districts. In District 1, we have Shiva, Opal and Vixie. How sweet, the two adoptive siblings, as well as their close friend, get to be in a district together. In District 2, we have Sora, Enigma and Ari. Sora, I am so sorry you have to put up with these two psychopaths, you deserve better. In District 3 we have Neo Hex, Steph and Ikari. Oh boy, the demon that is Steph is here. I wonder what madness he is going to bring. In District 4, we have Cyrus, Viviana, and Lysander. Two divine entities, and Viviana. In District 5, we have Luke, Bronze and Cade. This is about as close to third wheeling as you can get without having an actual romantic couple. No Arj_Ms. Luke x Bronze is not a canon ship.
Luke Ons is a canon ship.
Shut your fucking mouth!
In District 6, we have Sapphire, Jessica and Kanashii. In District 7, we have Yuki, Cobalt and Sanae. In District 8, we have Saturn, Lapis and Millie. Copy and paste the joke I made about District 5. In District 9, we have Ryujian, Kaito and Lexi. In District 10, we have Asiril, Damon and Joseph. An unexpected team up, but a welcome one. In District 11, we have Saetaro, Callisto and Setsuka. Who on earth thought putting Setsuka and Callisto in the same team was a good idea? And finally, in District 12, we have Fang, May and Fluonia. Let's get this shit show started. As the tributes stand on their podiums, the horn sounds. The bloodbath. Viviana, Ari, Joseph, Ryujian, Enigma, May, Saturn, Saetaro, Lysander, Luke, Millie, Sora, and Kanashii all run away from the cornucopia. Neo Hex finds a bag full of explosives. Kaito, Sanae, Lapis, and Fang share everything they gathered before running. Opal runs away with a lighter and some rope. Vixie finds a canteen full of water. Steph and Shiva fight for a bag. Shiva strangles Steph with the straps and runs. Lol, get fucked you dear fuck. So much for causing madness. Hey dear boy. Shiva knew what kinda shit Steph was gonna pull and he was not having any of it. Sapphire scares Ikari away from the cornucopia. Callisto stays at the cornucopia for resources. Setsuka scares Jessica away from the cornucopia. Bronze, Damon, Azrael, and Cade share everything they gathered before running. Lexi takes a sickle from inside the cornucopia. Cyrus grabs a backpack and retreats. Cobalt and Yuki fight for a bag. Cobalt gives up and retreats. Fluonia gathers as much food as she can. Day 1. Sora receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Azrael stalks Vixie. Fluonia practices her archery. May steals from Joseph while he isn't looking. Opal, Millie, and Kaito track down and kill Yuki. Ari makes a wooden spear. Ryujian is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Callisto injures himself. Saetaro discovers a cave. Lapis receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Luke picks flowers, probably thinking about giving them to Cyrus. Aren't you, Luke? Bronze collects fruit from a tree. Neo Hex travels to higher ground. Shiva picks flowers. Viviana defeats Jessica in a fight, but spares her life. Kanashii picks flowers. Sanae constructs a shack. Enigma explores the arena. Setsuka severely injures Cade and leaves him to die. Cyrus tries to spear fish with a trident. Ikari bleeds out due to untreated injuries. After surviving so many of my wheels of fate. It's a shame that Ikari went out so early. Lysander collects fruit from a tree. Saturn chases Damon. After Saturn killing Damon in the ultimate Wheel of Fate and now this, I have deduced that Saturn has some sort of grudge against Damon. Cobalt overhears Sapphire and Fang talking in the distance. Lexi discovers a river. 4 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Night 1. Joseph thinks about home. Sapphire climbs a tree to rest. Viviana begs for Millie to kill her. She refuses, keeping Viviana alive. Lapis accidentally detonates a landmine while trying to arm it. Well, I bet the sponsor who gave you that explosive isn't very happy about that fumble there, Lapis. Saturn climbs a tree to rest. Ari receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Luke screams for help. Saetaro starts a fire. Damon is awoken by nightmares. Callisto questions his sanity. Kaito quietly hums. Jessica, Shiva, Setsuka, and Bronze sleep in shifts. Opal, Neo Hex, Sora, and Cyrus sleep in shifts. Lexi, Ryujian, and Lysander cheerfully sing songs together. May receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Cobalt, Fang, and Kanashii discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. Vixie strangles Sanayu after engaging in a fist fight. Holy shit, that sure escalated fast. Vixie isn't letting there be any other sweethearts in this game. Fluonia screams for help. Asriel and Enigma hold hands. Day 2. Kanashi sees smoke rising in the distance, but decides not to investigate. Damon ambushes Shiva and kills him. Bruh, are you serious, Damon? Out of everyone you could have killed, you choose the one who took out the man who ruined your life. Viviana collects fruit from a tree. Joseph and Lexi split up to search for resources. Opal, Neo Hex, and Bronze hunt for other tributes. Kaito receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Callisto begs for Millie to kill him. She refuses, keeping Callisto alive. Fang searches for a water source. Ryujian and Lysander split up to search for resources. Cyrus sprains his ankle while running away from Luke. Cyrus, why the fuck are you running from your husband? He's probably just trying to give you the flowers he picked earlier.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
Vixie makes a wooden spear. Saetaro receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Ari kills Enigma for his supplies. Setsuka runs away from Cobalt. Sapphire tries to sleep through the entire day. Fluonia overhears Saturn and May talking in the distance. Jessica diverts Sora's attention and runs away. Asriel sees smoke rising in the distance, but decides not to investigate. 4 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Night 2. Saetaro tries to sing himself to sleep. Sora tends to Fang his wounds. Callisto bashes Setsuka's head in with a mace. Callisto, what the actual fuck are you doing, you angelic dipshit? Setsuka is on your team. Millie tries to sing herself to sleep. Joseph and Luke hold hands. Bro, what the hell is this Luke breakup arc bullshit? He found himself a new partner after Cyrus rejected his flowers. Cyrus stays awake all night.
I miss my wife, Tails. I miss her a lot. I'll be back.
Lysander lets Viviana into his shelter. May thinks about home. Bronze starts a fire. Neo Hex, Saturn, and Damon discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. Ryujian thinks about winning. Lexi and Vixie run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Opal lets Cobalt into her shelter. Fluonia receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Kaito destroys Sapphire's supplies while he is asleep. Jessica loses sight of where she is. Asriel tends to Kanashi's wounds. Ari tries to sing herself to sleep. Day 3. Lexi stalks Luke. Kaito makes a wooden spear. Opal constructs a shack. Jessica tries to spear fish with a trident. Vixie attacks Viviana, but she manages to escape. Damon receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Bronze searches for firewood. Millie overhears Saturn and Ari talking in the distance. Callisto constructs a shack. Fang hunts for other tributes. Ryujian questions her sanity. Neo Hex discovers a river. Cobalt, Sora, Lysander, and Kanashii raid Asriel's camp while he is hunting. Saetaro steals from Cyrus while he isn't looking. May chases Sapphire. Fluonia picks flowers. Joseph camouflages himself in the bushes. One cannon shot can be heard in the distance. Night 3. Sapphire thinks about winning. Lexi and Callisto huddle for warmth. Viviana, Saetaro, Lysander, and May sleep in shifts. Cyrus passes out from exhaustion. Luke, Azrael, Damon, Cobalt, and Kanashii sleep in shifts. No idea how Kanashii feels safe sleeping around Luke given their history. Ryujian, Bronze, Fang, and Millie sleep in shifts. Vixie screams for help. Ari attempts to start a fire, but is unsuccessful. Saturn cooks her food before putting her fire out. Neo Hex screams for help. Kaito thinks about home. Opal kills Fluonia with a sickle. Yo, Opal decided to lock in. Jessica receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Joseph goes to sleep. Sora loses sight of where he is. Day 4. Kaito explores the arena. Kanashii receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Damon shoots an arrow at Jessica, but misses and kills Neo Hex instead. Callisto receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Saturn sprains her ankle while running away from Sapphire. Millie begs for Fang to kill her. He refuses, keeping Millie alive. Vixie receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Joseph picks flowers. Azrael camouflages himself in the bushes. Ryujian makes a wooden spear. Sora, Viviana, and Ari start fighting, but Viviana runs away as Sora kills Ari. I imagine, since Sora and Ari are on the same team, Sora decided to save Viviana from Ari, as Sora would not be happy being on the same team as her. May strangles Cobalt after engaging in a fist fight. Luke steals from Opal while she isn't looking. Lexi tries to sleep through the entire day. Cyrus sets an explosive off, killing Saetaro and Bronze. Holy fucking shit. What is this Kanei.Anokaji bullshit? Cyrus wants Luke back so bad he's killing everyone who Luke has a close bond with. Lysander makes a slingshot. 6 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Night 4. Vixie sets up camp for the night. Kaito sets an explosive off, killing Mai, Azrael, and Lexi. Well god fucking damn, there goes 3 more people who Luke was close with. Funny how it's also from an explosion. And by someone from Cyrus's world. Opal, Cyrus, Saturn, Ryujian, and Millie sleep in shifts. Lysander, Jessica, and Callisto discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. Fang and Sora hold hands. Luke goes to sleep. Joseph convinces Vivian to snuggle with him. I imagine this is simply out of pity for the poor girl. Everyone is taking pity on her. She was not mentally ready for this game. Sapphire tries to sing himself to sleep. Kanashii climbs a tree to rest. Damon cries himself to sleep. Day 5. Joseph and Callisto work together for the day. Saturn silently snaps Vivian's neck. Saturn, watch your fucking back. Lysander is gonna be updating his audio equipment anytime now. Damon attempts to climb a tree, but falls on Millie, killing them both. Cyrus camouflages himself in the bushes. Fang tries to spear fish with a trident. Kanashii is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Ryujian chases Sapphire. Vixie receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Jessica tries to sleep through the entire day. Opal tends to Luke's wounds. Lysander makes a wooden spear.
I need to update my audio equipment. I've updated my audio equipment.
Kaito diverts Sora's attention and runs away. 6 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Night 5. Cyrus receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Lysander ambushes Ryujian and kills her. Already putting that updated audio equipment to use, I see. Sapphire, Opal, and Kaito sleep in shifts. Okay, this is getting ridiculous. How many fucking times has Sapphire been seen sleeping? Joseph climbs a tree to rest. Saturn and Jessica run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Fang attempts to start a fire, but is unsuccessful. Sora attempts to start a fire, but is unsuccessful. Luke, Kanashii, and Vixie sleep in shifts. Once again, I fail to see how Kanashii feels safe sleeping around Luke. Callisto loses sight of where he is. Day 6. Kaito stabs Luke with a tree branch. Oh boy, Cyrus ain't gonna be too happy about that one. I'd be careful if I were you, Kaito. Vixie, Callisto, and Cyrus hunt for other tributes. Bro, what is this unhinged team up? I'm scared. Fang tries to sleep through the entire day. Kanashii fishes. Joseph hunts for other tributes. Sapphire runs away from Saturn. Jessica fishes. Sora steals from Lysander while he isn't looking. Opal injures herself. 2 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Night 6. Jessica starts a fire. Kaito, Cyrus, and Fang sleep in shifts. Kaito, I said be careful, you fucking dent head. Callisto destroys Opal's supplies while she is asleep. Kanashii thinks about winning. Joseph climbs a tree to rest. Saturn, Sora, and Lysander discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. Vixie attempts to start a fire, but is unsuccessful. Sapphire receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Day 7. Kaito receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Kanashii tries to sleep through the entire day. Sora makes a slingshot. Lysander hunts for other tributes. Sapphire fishes. Fang accidentally steps on a landmine. Saturn collects fruit from a tree. Cyrus searches for firewood. Callisto hunts for other tributes. Jessica severely injures Opal and leaves her to die. Jessica, what the actual fuck? That's your own fucking daughter. Vixie camouflages himself in the bushes. Joseph receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. 2 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Night 7. Saturn and Sapphire hold hands. Lysander is awoken by nightmares. Kanashii dies from thirst. Kaito questions his sanity. Joseph is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Vixie throws a knife into Sora's head. Cyrus receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Callisto and Jessica huddle for warmth. The feast. The cornucopia is replenished with food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs from the tributes' families. Saturn and Callisto decide to work together to get more supplies. Lysander shoots an arrow into Vixie's head. Sapphire, Cyrus, Kaito, and Jessica team up to grab food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs. Joseph decides not to go to the feast. Day 8. Saturn sprains her ankle while running away from Jessica. Cyrus strangles Joseph with a rope. And there he goes again, killing people who Luke was close with. Even though Luke is fucking dead. Sapphire tends to Callisto's wounds. Lysander discovers a cave. Kaito receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. 4 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Night 8. Kaito throws a knife into Saturn's chest. Well played, Kaito. Getting revenge on the one who killed your girlfriend. Jessica receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Sapphire and Lysander hold hands. Callisto dies from hunger. At last, the angelic dipshit is dead. Cyrus tries to treat his infection. Day 9. Lysander camouflages himself in the bushes. Kaito and Sapphire fight Jessica and Cyrus. Kaito and Sapphire survive. 4 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Night 9. Sapphire tends to his wounds. Kaito tries to sing himself to sleep. Lysander loses sight of where he is. Day 10. Lysander bashes Kato's head against a rock several times. Sapphire constructs a shack. 1 cannon shot can be heard in the distance. And so, with that, we are down to our 2 finalists. The mysterious entity, who has frankly just been a really good sport throughout most of this game, Lysander. And the man who played it safe and practically slept through the whole game, Sapphire, who will come out on top. Night 10. Lysander kills Sapphire with a sickle. The winner is Lysander from District 4. Overall, this simulation was fun. Absurd and downright stupid at times. But overall, I had a good time with it. Lysander was not a character I expected to win. But I'd say he's earned his win after his performance today. And to everyone who made it this far, Thank you for watching my dumb video. Perhaps I'll do another simulation in the future. Goodbye.